Hello friends and fans of the Montreal Canadiens. In today's video, we'll talk about the latest confirmed updates on trade rumors involving the Habs. Make sure you are subscribed to our channel so you don't miss any Habs news we publish here. As the Montreal Canadiens continue their rebuilding plan based on the NHL entry draft and player development, their prospect pool continues to expand and improve into one of the NHL's best. This leads to a constantly shifting depth chart, and one that provides a small window of opportunity for those prospects to find themselves in the middle of the pack when it comes to the Habs list. One of those prospects is 2019 third-round pick Mattias Norlinder. Drafted as a 19-year-old overager in 2019, Norlinder was immediately hailed as a potential NHL defender. At the time, the Canadiens' prospect pool was thin. The 2019-20 season saw him return to Sweden. Meanwhile, the depth chart on left defense had names such as Jacob Legere, Otto Leskinen, and Xavier Ouellet. There were far fewer up-and-coming defenders then, so he was immediately high on the list. Because of this, he received immediate attention. His style of game was also in scarce supply at the time, as a mobile puck-moving defenseman. His ability to skate the puck up ice smoothly and quickly, or make an accurate pass through traffic was also in short supply in the system back then. His ability to transition the play under control out of his zone, or into the offensive zone, is the style that is highly sought after in the modern NHL. When he was on the larger ice surfaces, his game, built on good vision and hockey IQ, worked fantastically. His skating was dynamic, with excellent edge work and an ability to change direction at top speed, which made him look like a potential middle-of-the-lineup offensive weapon. However, once he arrived in North America, the weaknesses in his game were highlighted, and in some ways also amplified. His gap control, especially in his own zone, never adjusted to the new rink size. Despite his evident hockey IQ, he never adjusted to the increase in the pace of play brought on by the lack of space. He was unable to make decisions quickly enough, which forced him to second-guess himself and play with very little confidence. That delay in decision-making made his defensive play in the American Hockey League, AHL, a problem, which as a defenseman is a concern. Because of this, combined with injuries and lost time from returning to Sweden, he lost his role with the Laval Rocket. Add in the plethora of defense that was drafted in the 2020, 2021, and 2022 draft classes, and it's no surprise to see him slide down the depth chart as several of those picks, such as Caden Gull, Lane Hutson, and even undrafted players like Arbor Shakaj have provided performances that display positive growth in their development. According to Grant McCagg, a well-connected former Canadian scout, Norlinder has played in a Swedish Hockey League exhibition game, and that indicates he won't return. With the return of AHL veteran defenders Jaden Struble, Toby Bisson, and Nicholas Bowden, along with a possible addition of one of the several rookie defensemen on the Canadiens roster, it shows why he would go back to Sweden, as he is being pushed out of any significant role he once held on the AHL roster, and has very little hope of getting a legitimate NHL opportunity in Montreal. This simply adds Norlinder to a list of prospects who have gotten passed over by other prospects. Now, we would like to know your opinion. What do you think of the Canadiens roster players for this season? Comment below your opinion. If you're new here and want to keep up to date with Habs, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any news. Click now on the video that is appearing on your end screen, and check out the last important update from the Canadiens now. Until the next video, go Habs!